Right. Let's get started. And would help if I had my light on. How are we all doing, boys? Hope you like the new, I've adjusted the setup slightly once more, and I am now satisfied with it. YouTube is also complaining that it's not getting anything from me. So... Oh, you know what? I'm not getting any... Is there no music coming through? Let me sort that out quickly. Luckily, I'm in no rush to do anything today since... There we go, now I should be getting music. Oh, I'm getting so much better at figuring that out. What's it saying? Not receiving enough video to maintain. Well, I've not changed anything, so that's your fault. Oh, now it says it's fine. Okay, must have just been in one little drop. How are you all doing, boys? FOMC today, remember? It's FOMC. No naughty business on FOMC. So I've got ES open here with Nasdaq on a 15-minute chart. ES has swept London high. So has NQ. They've got them marked out as different highs for some reason. That's London high there and London high on NQ. And we have displaced away from that. Now what makes sense on a normal day would be London low to follow suit after London high is swept. Also, for those of you that aren't in the Discord or didn't see the post I made, I caught one hell of a short yesterday, PM session, on ES, funnily enough. It was on my Bulenox Eval. I essentially, like you guys were here for the PM session, but or the AM session I should say, and you all know that I was wanting to see these lows get swept, and wouldn't you know it, we ran straight into them, and then that was the low of the day. But I was able to get a short, a 2022 short. I took out an eval because I wasn't confident enough to XFA it, simply because it's ES for one, it's the PM session for two, and it was a very tight stop for three. It wasn't there, it was there. Stop loss was at the high, so it was... That was my entry on this candle, on that candle there, literally right there. And then my target was that low down there. So it was a 1 to 1.85. Not a terrible trade. And I did indeed hold it for the entire PM session, pretty much. I entered it at, what's that? Well, literally 1:30 entry and 3:35 exit. So a 2 hour trade, 2 hour 5 minutes. So yeah, I've literally this morning, because obviously it's the afternoon for me here, this morning I sat down and recorded a trade breakdown for that entire trade. So I'll post that later this week. Was that London high? Was, wasn't it? Yep. Oh, God. I'm a mess. We have made on NQ. I would consider these relative equal highs is the only thing. We don't really have them on ES, but I mean we do, but not as, they don't look as nice as NQ to me. We also have 10 AM medium impact news today, so that is a thing. I do like London low getting swept. I'm neutral today, by the way. It's hard to have a real bias after the move I wanted to see for the entire week really happened yesterday. Was yesterday a large range day? Yesterday we had a 231 now, that's not a large range day, because what was this? 150. 150. To be fair, there is an argument to say that yesterday was a large range day. There's absolutely an argument for it. Maybe if the PM session took off a bit more. I'm not gonna call yesterday a large range day, although it is. The argument is there. It's like just teetering on the edge for me, really. It's over the average of the past 3 days, but not anything outrageous. OCD is flaring. OCD is satisfied. It's flaring. It's flaring. It's flaring. It's flaring, and now it's satisfied. Such a fucking idiot. I also am probably going to get information overload pretty soon because if you guys could only see the amount of levels. You guys know all my levels for NQ. I now have all those levels for ES as well on a separate chart. And funnily enough... Oh wait, yeah, that high happened yesterday. Yeah, I don't know about... I'd go into the open bearish, to be honest. Journey Wiz, Brad +1. Good morning, Mr. Geordie. $456. About a 20-point opening range gap at the moment, which doesn't bode well. A lot of things not boding well for this AM session. I also cut my finger just before stream. So if you see me suck my finger, that's why. It actually has stopped bleeding now, but it does. I don't even know what I cut it on. I have literally no idea. 'Tis a mystery. Oh, I'm not an indicator. That's ES. I need you to be ES. I need you to be NQ, because that's just my muscle memory for switching between them. The one on the right of my chart is NQ and the one on the left is ES. God, tis a bit consolidating, I have to say. Where did we close on ES actually? Never really been using the opening range gap on ES much, but first time for everything. Just below London low. And what's that? I don't know the point thing on ES, but that's 10 points, give or take. See Monday's AM also working pretty juicy here, and then in the macro it fired off, took out equal lows. Wow, that was really clean. That was probably the set. I'm gonna put money on that being the setup of the day right there. Equal lows. Oh god, no microstructure shift. Equal lows. Not really, not very easy to get an entry on, but oh well. SMT there actually. Oh no, they're equal. They're equal. Never mind. We had 8:30 news, didn't we actually? And we've got an SMT at the lows. Like the 8:30 low, I mean. There's an SMT there. Which is a good explanation as to why it shot up. That was a pretty big 8:30 news. Pretty spiky. Okay, we opened. God damn. That was fast. Do I even bother marking out midpoint? I'm not going to mark it out. I'm just going to have the open and the close. God, this is a mess trying to organize my charts when I've got so much shit going on. What does regular trading hours look like? Not very useful. I'm currently framing a beautiful sideways move. You know what, Jordy? If being able to go long and short and just like put in a position sideways, like the longer it stays within a certain range, your money just ticks up the longer it's in that range. I just invented a whole nother type of execution. Someone needs to add that in the next update. That object tree filing system of yours really helps. So yeah, I still need to do a video of that. Journey asked for one so long ago and I've never got round to it. But yeah, you are right. This filing system is one of the most beautiful filing systems out there in my not so humble opinion. Let's do that. Because that chart ticking everywhere is not helping my eyeballs. I've got like ADHD right now. I'm like, my eyes are just darting around. So much information. Also, right, can anyone help me out here? You see this? I don't want to hover over it, but I can hover over it. This like black bar, it really annoys me because I don't like it being there, and then I have to like click on it, I have to hover over it and it goes away, but I don't even know what's causing it. Well, there's the bearish move. This blue dash line, by the way, is the new day opening gap, or lack thereof. When there is no new, so I'll show you. So on NQ, when there is no gap between where we closed at 4:59 and where we open at 6, you see how this one closed at 4:52 and this one opened at 4:52. There is no gap there. I will still use, and ICT taught this, you can still just use this opening price as a new day opening gap essentially. But I'm not sure if he extends this for like a certain amount of days. I just use this for like the day and then I get rid of it. But that is absolutely something you can use. And if we scroll back across, price just dropped straight into it and then reacted. So another Kai Capital stream, another ICT gem. Mic drop moment. Oh, we made perfectly equal with London lows. Oh god, the OCD. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. We also dropped straight into a new day opening gap there on ES. FYI, if I just... There you go. Beautiful. Look at that new day opening gap with the bodies. And they say ICT is a scam artist. He is. He absolutely is. I've got so much energy today, which is weird because I've had like maybe a quarter of the caffeine I normally have. But I had way better sleep last night. For whatever reason. I think I must have slept for like 10 hours last night. So I just woke up and I was just like, right, let's do stuff today. We did indeed body it pretty beautifully. Things you'll love to see. And now we're coming back up to a PM. First presented. I don't know how long I'm going to stick around today because I'm not taking anything today. This is hands off. This is a hands off environment for Kai Capital. I won't take anything until Friday. Post NFP, obviously. And I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm not even going to be trading. I'm not going to be looking at the charts. I'm going to be out doing stuff and things. And then on my stream on Friday, I'm going to do that until like 10:30. And then I'm going to have to jump off right at 10:30 because I have to go catch a flight to España, or more commonly known as Spain. And then the streams will resume Monday morning in Spain. Or will they? I'm only going to stream like the days I'm really trying to trade in Spain. Just to give me more, you know, time in Spain. España. Sí, Jody, sí. Me llamo España. Some top content. Oh, I will get probably a naughty little vlog in Spain. Like I said, I'm just going there. It's like a family kind of holiday, but I'm just kind of staying there for the whole of the month because I can. But it's like our apartment. So, and I will have a friend flying out to see me. So I'm sure we'll get some. And he's trying to video some TikTok stuff. So I'm sure we'll get some sort of a day in the life video. Day in the life of a day trader that's now in Spain instead of Bali. I like these highs over here on ES. They look way too clean. But then when I get back from Spain, I might just even do like daily streams until like literally the end of the year because I want to grow my streaming audience. I love doing these little streaming sessions, like an hour and a half a day. They're good for the channel. They're good for me. They're good for you guys. What's not to like? I hope they're good for you guys. Rejecting from a first presented. First one of the week. There is one here on ES, but you know what? I will just wait. Let me click on ES. Let me just do this. That's what I'm seeing on ES right now on my other chart. Honestly, if you don't use these first presenteds, new day opening gaps. Honestly, I prefer new day opening gaps to new week opening gaps. It feels like new day opening gaps are constantly being used. New week opening gaps less so. But new day opening gaps. If I could make every person in the world use two like certain levels, I would make them use first presenteds and new day opening gaps. That's gonna be like my. I mean, it is my bread and butter. I just love them. Weird how 9:36 has been the most common time for a BNG. Has it? I've not. Oh god, have we even had? Thank you for reminding me. I don't like this as first presented here. This 9:34 candle. I prefer this one because this one is small and it's in the range of these candles here. This one breaks away, so this is the first presented today. On NQ. Makes sense to short this, to be honest. If we get an inversion of that, I'll short it just because ES has made equal lows. Has NQ got anything there? NQ has equal lows with Asia. Not even Asia, actually. Oh, yep, Asia. There you go. So if we invert first presented, that's where I'm going. On paper. I don't really want to eval it. Like, I literally don't want to touch this today. It's going to be hard. Maybe ES wants to go sweep that buy side first, and then we can get the move, that short move. Maybe. Also have those highs. They are also something to consider. See what I mean? I can frame this both ways today. To be fair, if we can break above first presented of the week, I'd then potentially... We have 10 AM medium news, by the way, so remember that. If you are trying to trade this. Is anyone trying to trade this today, Geordie? You seem to be the only one in the chat. I don't know if Journey's... I assume Journey's lurking. Mr. Dom P is not with us today. I remember him saying yesterday that he's not with us. But if... Is anyone at all trying to trade this? Speak up. Make yourself known. Has ES made a first presented? No, it hasn't. What does ES look like on regular trade hours? Ooh, interesting. I actually would use potentially 930 for the ES. Potentially would use 930 for ES's first presented today. We have a lot of buy side there. And that's based off the fact that on regular trading hours we have all this buy side here and we closed above it, or opened above it, and then closed back below it. Which is a good rule of thumb to use 930 as first presented. Not at all, Geordie. Oh, Mr. Leach. Of course, Mr. Leach is lurking. The sleazy Mr. Leach. I'm going to short this on paper. Excuse me, I would like to short you. Stop loss at the high. London low can get swiped off my chart now because that's irrelevant. I'm gonna get rid of my cursor on both because it just freaks me out when I have a cursor on both. It like fucks with my eyes. Don't know about you guys. SMT at them highs actually as well. Looks like I'm probably gonna get stopped, but I will try and short it again. It's not like it's money that means much. Simply for fun. Bum, bum, bum. Damn it! Not the paper trade. ES wants to buy side probably. Me trying to read this with any level of precision like it's not the most... one of the most difficult days of the month. Bit of a guessing game right now. I can frame this both ways. I'll stay out. I'm gonna try and paper trade fairly seriously. Did it, sweep London high? I can't remember. Yeah, it did. So get rid of that. There's that buy side. Swept. To be fair, if ES wants to sweep that buy side and then NQ sweeps its big buy side, that's good for a short. If we can get some sort of movement down now. I'm gonna keep the new day opening gaps there, but I'm gonna get rid of them PM ones because it's just too much. I've got all that on the chart next to me. Macro time in a minute, and we have 10 AM news, remember. 10 AM news would have made me not get in at anything until 10. Oh, hello. News? Trump tweet? Let's check. Oh, Bank of Canada holds policy rate at 2.75%. The Bank of Canada today maintained its target for the overnight rate of 2.75%, with the bank rate at 3% and the deposit rate at 2.7%. Yeah, no idea what that meant, but something to do with the Bank of Canada holding a policy rate. That's what that was. Me frothing at the mouth to short. Ugh. That's absolutely a short there on ES. A little one. I'm probably just going to short the first presented. I know there's news, but I'm paper trading. Leave me alone. Is it even going to invert it? See how messy it's being, by the way, with the first presented today? That's a clear sign of something. ES also literally didn't have one until just now, 9:47. Unless you use a 9:31, which I am doing. That could come up to that higher fair value gap, but if it wants to, that's fine. Am I going to go short on ES and NQ? Whichever one gets filled first, I'll just cancel the other one. I kind of want NQ, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going NQ. I'm going to put my stop up there. Actually, I'm going to put my stop there, just because we have all this back and forth here. I'm expecting this to hold us, basically, all that back and forth. We have 10 AM medium impact news as well, so if I am right, that will send us lower. We'll see, I guess. News in 6 minutes. I've drank so much water today. I think I'm like 2.5 liters of water in, and it's like 3 PM. I've just got like an unquenchable thirst today. It's annoying me how ES is like that. I think I will stick around until 10:30 today, maybe even less, but just because, like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just simply hanging out. I can fit it Go, go, go. Make me paper money. Make me paper money, please. I would really, really like some paper money. I'm curious if there's a, like, my model. When did we come up and retest that? 951, 952, so somewhere in here. Nothing there. Nothing there. My model would be in this little run here. My model would be that fair value up there. That would be the Bulenox Eval entry. Let's not extend that to the right. Would be there. So that'd be my fill there. Where would my stop loss be is the question. What was that number? 380.25 would have been my Bulenox fill. Stop loss, I guess. I mean, that'd be target. I don't like anything for my stop loss there. I don't know where I'd put it. If I was being really aggressive, just above that high. God, what did I just press? News in a minute and 30. Ugh. Do, 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 do. News in 1 minute. Ooh, let's see what ES does there. Is ES going to react off the midpoint, or is it going to blow through it? Reacted. Seems to have reacted. This looks so juicy for shorts, I'll be honest. Like, I'm kind of jealous I can't enter on this, because I really wish I could. But news is a thing. Let's see what this does. See if it tanks or if it just like duds. Here comes news. Pending home sales. Seems to have been a dud. Oh. Seems very volatile today, but like not just in a consolidation kind of way. Like it's very jittery today. I don't know what it's waiting for as well. Like I'd expect this to get going now that the news got released. There she goes. If I had a cleaner place to put my stop loss, I probably might have entered that on a Bulenox Eval, to be honest. I just really didn't like anywhere for my stop loss, if I'm being honest. And back up into the range. Yeah, this is high resistance. Feel like it's going to go down there, but it's doing it in a high resistance fashion. Go down a little bit, retrace all the way. Go down a little bit more, retrace back up all the way. Go down a little bit more, retrace back up. I'm sorry. Bum, bum, bum. See how ES used that first presented though? The 930. Stopped right at the midpoint. Pretty cool. So now it's going to go down a bit more. And then it's probably going to retrace back all the way. Make me up at 10:20. Wake me up on Friday. Yep, now back up all the way. Ah. I'm very confident in this short, funnily enough. It's just a difficult environment, and it's not really any model that I could have entered on. My Bulenox one I could have, but it would have been aggressive with the stop loss. My stop loss feels safe with where it is currently. We're gonna come all the way back up. Not a single fair value gap shall be printed. ES is really stolen at that new day opening gap. Look how clean that new day opening gap is holding ES with the bodies. That's outrageous. Outrageously clean. God, this looks so horrid on a 1 minute chart. Look at ES on a 1 minute chart and look how horrid it is. Yuck. That's since like what, 8 AM? 8 AM was here. 8 AM was right there. Look how horrid that is. This is why I don't trade on FOMC AM sessions, because if you want to try and trade this with money that you actually care about, then I feel sorry for you. If I'm being honest, I feel sorry for you. See, look how that come all the way back up into the range. High resistance. It's ES really that's holding it. ES is refusing to get below this new day opening gap. Absolutely refusing. If I get stopped out of this short, then that just shows why I shouldn't be trading this. And that's why I'm shorting on paper. People that say every single trading session there's an opportunity to trade need to trade FOMC days in the AM session. Some ASMR keyboard action. Can you hear that on stream? I have no idea if you can. Let me get the microphone right up to it. ASMR keyboard, since price is horrendous. It's always nice being able to know when price is going to be horrendous, at least. Like, if you can know when price is going to be like this and just avoid it. Like, I would not be watching this if I wasn't, like, trying to grow my channel. I would be doing something way more fun. And when I have grown my channel a bit more, I won't stream on days like this. I'm just streaming a lot at the moment because it helps. But to be fair, I feel like I do like people. Okay, we back. We should be back. Apologies. I realized basically that. Oh wait, this is paused for some reason. Oh, is it because it's in the end? No, it can't be the end. We're back. Yeah, okay. I basically just realized that my laptop was on Wi-Fi and not using my Ethernet like connection, so the frames were dropping on the stream. Oh shit. That was not my playlist. Let's skip into some later ones. I feel like we always have the same ones. You know what? That's my other job for like this week, is to add some songs to this playlist, because goddamn, we have not enough. Let's go from here. Yeah, I needed to make sure my laptop was using the Ethernet port because it was dropping frames, and that's obviously not good. Just way less reliable when I'm using the Wi-Fi compared to Ethernet, obviously. So we retraced all the way back up to first presented. This is why I was scared of that Bulenox one, because I was not sure how far up this would retrace. ES has just not moved anywhere. We got a real deep retracement on NQ back up to first presented of the week, and now we're displacing away again. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Look how ES hasn't been able to close above the midpoint of that first presented though, that 930 first presented. I'm going to do a video tomorrow about when to use 930 as the first presented, because it's an important thing to know, honestly. Very useful. Because if you weren't using that, then your first presented today would have been this 947 one, and you'd been like, what the hell? Let's not even use the first presented today. It has. You're simply misinformed by people that don't have ICT autism like me. Yeah, so it actually turns out it was a pretty clean read, just obviously a very difficult one because of the conditions. Like I told you, I was confident in this short, and even when it came back up, it just retested the first presented of the week, and now it's shot away again, so. If it was to retrace again, maybe tap the first presented that it just formed, like today's first presented, tap that and go. Something like that. But when I say tap and go, in this sense, it's more like tap and then slowly creep down to the sell side. 4 drives pattern. Where's the 4 drives pattern? And isn't it 3 drives? Or do you mean to the downside? I don't know what 4 drives you're talking about. Sorry, Mr. Geordie. I just clocked. Is this music at full blast? Yeah. My bad, guys. Should be a bit easier on the ears now, or at least it is on mine. Don't actually know if me just changing it there affects anything for you. 3 drives, but with added chop shit. 3 drives in chop equals 4 drives. If we tap that first presented like that, and now we drop, then I'm simply the best trader in the planet. On the planet. It's for laughs, that's not a thing. Yeah, I get it, Jody, don't worry. I'm just waiting on that 17 drives pattern. Summer in New York, this song is called. I'd love to go to New York for summer. I've been to New York once, and it was when I was a kid. I must have been like 8 or 9, so I can barely even remember it, to be honest. And it was, I don't know when it was. It wasn't during like full winter, but it was not warm. Must have been during the fall, maybe. Yeah, that makes sense actually, because if we went for like my dad's birthday, that's like around October, November. Spike up. Interesting if ES is going to break through that now. I have to wake up at 3:30 AM to watch United play tonight and other news. Oh, you were born to be English, Jordy. We should swap countries, because I pay no attention to footy. I did watch the Usyk Dubois fight. What was that, a week or 2 ago? That's a sport I do pay attention to, especially specific fighters I just love to watch, and Usyk is one of them. I absolutely love watching Usyk, and before Usyk I loved watching Lomachenko. who's basically just like the lightweight version of Usyk. You're gonna take me to Old Trafford. I would love that, Mr. Geordie. That'd be the first Naughty Boys link up. Boxing's amazing, yeah, that's probably I don't know if it's my favourite sport. I mean, I did do it for a while. I've always done martial arts, literally since I was like tiny. Lomachenko's a lead. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Vasily Lomachenko. He's who I tried to mimic. Obviously, nowhere near as good, but he's who I tried to mimic when I was boxing. Like as far as like my style. How about MMA? Never really got into it. Probably because like the UFC is one of those. It's like you with football, Geordie. We have to wake up at stupid o'clock in the morning or stay up really late. I have stayed up a few times to watch the UFC, but only for like big fights. Like one of the last big ones I remember watching was Leon Edwards against that American knobhead. What was his name? Oh god. Oh, I've lost his name. It begins with like a C or white American dude. My dad's also got me into mixed martial arts when yeah. I think I'm gonna get my son into martial arts when he's young as well. It's just a great thing for a kid to do, especially a lad. I'd probably get my daughter to do it as well, to be honest, but especially my son. Colby, yeah. Colby Covington. When Leon fought him, I remember staying up for that one. And I did, what's it called? I did where you bet on, like, you bet every fight, like choose who's going to win each fight, whatever that type of bet is. Is that parlay? Something like that. And I literally got every single one right, but I cashed out like maybe 2 fights before the main event, or 3 fights before the main event. But like obviously the guesses that I had done, they were right, so that was pretty fun. Obviously didn't make an insane amount because I cashed out early. I had one of my mates who's more into it than I am there, and he was like, "Oh, this next one is pretty 50-50, this next like undercard." So I was like, I'm up a fair amount, I'll cash out. Is this going to go all the way up? What a choppy AM sesh. I think I'll end the stream when this paper trade gets knocked out. Seems like a good thing, a good timer to go on. I just won't move my stop loss, I won't move my take profit. When one of them gets hit, I'll exit. But yeah, since Leon Edwards, that Leon Edwards fight, I've not watched the UFC really much. Obviously, Paddy the Baddy is like one of the main ones to watch for the UK. Probably Fiji and then a decent drop. I mean, yeah, ES confuses me. ES is the one that's pushing to the upside, which is weird because ES didn't really get as high as NQ. NQ swept like this high over here, so ES is lower. It's now just wanting to come up, which is kind of dragging NQ up. Now NQ is stalling at the first presented of the week, so maybe ES knockout high of day. To frame a short, 1020 is here. To frame a short, I would have to say ES knockout that high of day that it's about to, and then continue lower, and then NQ can just stall at first presented of the week, I guess. Because if ES takes out that high, that's a big old SMT, but not really a significant one. is, knocked out that high. So either ES is going to break that high and displace higher, and then obviously I'll get stopped. Looks like that's what it's doing. Weird that it's going up though. I guess to be fair, ES did sweep that target that I've been looking for yesterday, which I shorted towards. I think I'll release that video tomorrow. Since there's no stream, I'll release that video tomorrow. And then I'll have another video releasing early next week, going over when to use 930 as the first presented. And then I also want to do a video after I finish that, the mental game of trading. I want to do a video after I finish that book on like my top 3 books for trading. And to be honest, they will literally be like the 3 that I've got here, which is the mental game of trading, trading in the zone, and the best loser wins. Stop loss incoming. So yeah, ES, there we go. Yeah, so ES failed to get below this new day opening gap really, and just then shot higher. NQ, I would have bagged on shorts for NQ, but I guess not. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Literally just hanging around with you boys. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, and the music finished as well. How perfect timing. So I guess NQ wants this equal. Oh no, it did sweep that high. I don't know what they would go up for, to be honest, other than just getting back in line with the very higher time frame trend of all-time highs, since we filled in the new week opening gap yesterday on NQ, and we filled those equal lows out on ES yesterday. So, but yeah, that's FOMC AM session for you. Just a whole bunch of sideways action, and I will catch you boys on Friday after NFP. We'll see what the wake of FOMC and NFP is left behind, and we'll attempt to get some money on that. But other than that, enjoy the rest of today and tomorrow, and I will see you boys then.